What's up? What's happening? What is popping? What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another great edition of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bring you guys the daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here and haven't already subscribed, stop what you're doing. Leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first one is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Simone with the Sports merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, and the flower dot crew neck. But y'all, if you have not done anything else, turn your notification bells on because you already know the videos are coming live. Boom, 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 boom. And you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. And we will be live Monday night for the Birds of Broad Street podcast. So be here, notification bells on. But y'all, we just had our first preseason game last night. Okay, it was good to see the Eagles back in action. It was good to see a lot of our newbies, whether via draft or via free agency, out in the Eagles uniform and seeing what they can do for the first time. So I just have a few notes from yesterday, some players that stood out in a good way and some players that didn't stand out in a good way. So first of all, let me know, who do y'all think might not make, who do y'all think is going to be our first round of cuts? Because the final cut down date isn't until after the last preseason game, but of course teams are going to start trimming the roster between now and the last preseason game. Just because the final cut isn't due until the last preseason game, teams are still going to want to trim down their roster once they know, we really don't have G in this guy. Who do y'all think? Do y'all think after yesterday's game, do y'all think there's anybody that's just not going to make the roster based off what they did yesterday? But let's go ahead and talk about it. So starting off, big thing, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift was fired, started the game. Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell both did not play for the Eagles yesterday. And some people are saying that's because, Kenny Gainwell is running back one or whatever. I think it probably is just because we have hella running backs that we needed to see. Yesterday, we needed to see Rashad Penny. We needed to see Swift. We needed to see his name, Trey Sermon. We needed to see all three of those guys. We know what we got in Boston Scott. We know what we have in Kenny Gainwell. Those guys been with the team already. So I don't think it was necessarily like, Kenny Gainwell's running back one. It's just like a seniority type of thing. Just like Jalen wasn't playing, Dallas, AJ, Smitty, you know what I mean? We know what we have in those guys. So shout out to DeAndre Swift because DeAndre Swift was really popping off yesterday wearing that number 0, okay? DeAndre Swift and Marcus Mariota, that running game was looking real good, okay? DeAndre Swift looked good. Rashad Penny, not so much. And I see some people being dramatic, talking about some cut Penny, cut Penny, cut Penny. I'm not saying we should go ahead and cut Penny automatically, but Trey Sermon was looking really good. Trey Sermon came in later in the game. I really like what Trey Sermon can do. He's that thumper like Penny. Penny never really got to get going. He never got to get going. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we need to go as far as to cut Penny right now, but Penny is not a roster lock. He's not a roster lock based off of yesterday. And Trey Sermon is a guy that we're going to want to see more out of. So that's the running back room for you guys. Joseph Nada, he's been showing out at practice. He's been showing out at training camp, and that translated into the game yesterday. He had some really good catches yesterday. So it's good to see that wide receiver 3, 4 position really panning out. So Quez didn't play yesterday. Nada did. And like I said, we've been talking a lot about Nada. And, he showed it in the preseason game as well. So shout out to him. Jalen Carter came in first snap, got to the quarterback. Quarterback ended up, throwing the ball away, but it was basically 90% a sack. Like, he brought the brother down, okay? Shout out to Jalen Carter because Jalen Carter, it was a lot of talk about him in the preseason. Is he going to be ready? Is he going to be in shape? Is he going to be focused? Yada, 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 yada. And since Jalen Carter has been on this team, we have heard nothing but what he's been doing on the field. Jalen Carter has came in and went to work, and he's showing out. First round pick, coming in, immediately making an impact, immediately showing what he can do. First preseason snap, period. First NFL snap, period, and got to the quarterback, moved the lineman up out the way, gave the other one a little move, you know what I'm saying? Can't touch me, can't hold me, showing that speed and that agility, getting right to the quarterback, getting right after it. So Jalen Carter, loved it. Quarterbacks, Marcus Mariota, like I said, the legs are there. And that's one thing Minshew didn't have. Minshew, like we were saying, was a totally different quarterback than Jalen Hurts was. Marcus Mariota, we saw early, especially with Swift, him showing off his legs. He still has that. We still need to see more from him when it comes to passing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? But Tanner McKee was looking really good, you guys. What was he, a 6th round pick, 7th round pick? Very late round pick, rookie. Tanner McKee came in. He had some really good passes in this game. He looked really poised. The thing about Tanner McKee, he looked really confident. Coming into his first preseason game as a rookie, we need to see more from Tanner McKee. I can see Tanner McKee, if not towards this season, but next season, if he keeps panning out, being quarterback too. He obviously doesn't have the legs that Jalen Hurts and Marcus Mariota have, but the arm is there. So Ringo was struggling, y'all. Ringo was struggling. I'm not going to lie. Ringo was struggling. But again, this is his first preseason game. And I know I'm taking the greats, like I'm saying, oh, Jalen Carter did boom, boom. And a hater might say, oh, it's just one preseason game. But no, we expect that from Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is a top pick, so we're expecting greatness, and he showed greatness. Ringo, what, a 5th round pick? He's going to still take some time to adjust to the NFL level. So later, like later round picks, more development guys, yeah, I'm not expecting them to come in and pop right off. Jalen Carter, of course, I'm expecting him to come in and pop right off. And he did that. But somebody like Kelee Ringo, who's a development guy, and a guy who might be out of position, because a lot of people are saying he should be playing safety. We've been having him playing corner, and he was looking lost yesterday. But again, we can give the development guys a little bit more time, see what it is, see what it ain't. But Kelee Ringo, he wasn't looking like it yesterday. Who else I got? Sidney Brown was looking really good. Sidney Brown really popped out, had some good tackles. Oh, Kayvon Wallace. He was looking really good yesterday, y'all. He's been with the first team at camp, and again, maybe Kayvon Wallace took a jump. Maybe he took a jump. Maybe it's not Terrell Edmonds not being G. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not Justin Evans not being G. Maybe Kayvon Wallace just took a jump. Because Kayvon Wallace was looking good yesterday, you guys. A lot of good tackles from Kayvon and Sidney Brown as well. Linebacker room still looking shaky. Shaun Bradley, unfortunately, was carted off. They're now saying it was his Achilles. He's out for the season. Shaun Bradley, one of our inside linebackers, really a force for us on special teams. That's something that we're going to have to... I mean, it's good that we went and got Miles Jack and Zach Cunningham, and but especially when it comes to the special teams, that's a hit. That's a hit. That's not only a hit to our linebacker depth, that's a hit to special teams as well. So Shaun Bradley out for the season. You hate these preseason games result in injuries. It is what it is, and that's why it's so important that these guys get pulled out the game. Like Swift, you know what I mean, he was showing off early, pull him out, bring him out, you know what I mean? Like, we don't need to risk guys getting injured, the starters not playing, like Gainwell and Boston Scott. That's perfect reason why they're not playing. Like, at this point, we pretty much know what we're getting in Gainwell and Boston Scott. It's no point of having them out there and risking injury, but hate that. Really hate that. Really hate that. But overall, a lot of good stuff was shown in that preseason game. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all think anybody's getting cut after their performance yesterday. Let me know who y'all think stock got boosted the most yesterday. But y'all, stock boosters for me, definitely Kayvon Wallace, because Kayvon Wallace showed it ain't just camp. It ain't just practice. You know what I'm saying? This might be some real G from Kevin. Kayvon Wallace, and definitely Tanner McKee, because a lot of people weren't even looking at Tanner McKee as a possibility for quarterback too. But Tanner McKee showed that he could pop a little you know what I mean? But let me know, who were y'all surprised by the most? Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Channel links down below. Buy me the coffee, have this channel. Shout out to Fish Smallest Business merch collection. Until I talk to you guys next time. Bye.